come a little closer, baby, baby. Come a little closer, come a little closer. Know me, know you. Here, this is a beautiful song called Judge. And by who? Obviously by Luke Pete. And I learned that today I'm going to call her Peach. And it is really my privilege and honor to really have you here.
Thank you so much.
To share about your journey in terms of how you go through, how you get started, what were your challenges, and how you step out of your challenges and become the new you. And I believe this journey is not easy, and I can feel, especially when I watched your video yesterday, I'm like, gosh, this woman, what is she doing to herself, How can she be doing that to herself, but I'm quite glad that you got out of it and starting on this whole new path and finding yourself and evolving yourself.
Yes.
And I'm learning also how you actually leverage on the whole entire conversation of, transforming yourself. And this is very, very encouraging to many, many young people or people who are also going through a similar journey like you.
Yes.
นะก็เก่งนะ โอเค ทุก
Thank
คน
you so
อันนี้
much.
พีทเก่งมากๆเนาะ
Thank you ขอบคุณค่ะ
So I like Peach to at least introduce herself to people who are new to her, and you will get to know her through this session far a lot more because she's gonna be telling and sharing a lot about herself. So Peach, yours.
Okay, my name is Luke Peach, Lapipon Tantakun, and people you can call me Peach, Luke Peach. I'm an artist, I am teacher, I'm a vocal director, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm trying to be like mental advocator and help community like mental illness people and help society about the world and anything like that as possible as I can. So I'm so many things but in area of like art and music.
Before we begin this whole interview, we were just talking about how music bring energy, how music transform life, how music bring motivation to the world, how music bridge people together. So, to kickstart, I just wanted to know, how did you get started, with music?
I always involved in music like since I was a kid. Like my mom and my dad, my father used to play like have a band of himself and playing at night club and stuff like that when he was young. And my mom is actually like an activist girl, like who's doing a lot of activities like fun stuff. And my grandfather also played a lot of instrumental, and he specialized in like violin. So I grew up in a place like not a musician house by the way, but in a place that's full of music. Like I've grown up with old movies like The Sound of Music, Grease, like Singing in the Rain, Elvis stuff, and a lot of stuff, Xanadu, Olivia Newton-John, like
Xanadu,
yes.
dun 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 dun, Xanadu.
Yes.
Oi, I chop mong that movie.
Yeah, like I grew up with those stuff, like Disney movie, like specialized in like violin. So I grew up in a place like not a musician house by the way, but in a place that's full of music. Like I've grown up with old movies like The Sound of Music, Grease, like Singing in the Rain, Elvis stuff, and a lot of stuff. Always put on a video or like Disney movie, like about a song, mostly about a song. And I knew right away since I was a kid I want to be something that's it about. Maybe as a younger kid we call it dara and stuff like that. Like
ก็จริงๆคุณดารานะ
no, I'm not. But I prefer to be an artist these days. But as a kid, I was like, I want to be dala. I want to be on spotlight. I want to sing and dance and do good fun stuff. I always like mumbling and giggling and jumping on a bed and sing and stuff like that. And I don't know I could sing since a kid. And then I knew that I can sing when I was on 5th grade because there's a competition first time in school about singing competition, and my mom encouraged me to like sign up for it. But I'm not sure because I've never sing in front of people. I've only sing to myself, and I don't even know that I'm good enough. So my mom like signed up for me and then choose a song. Back then we don't have YouTube things we can like where you can find backing tracks and instrumental like that to sing along, so you gotta sing live. Like, and I choose Edelweiss from the sound music. Edelweiss, Edelweiss.
Oh.
Every morning you did it.
Oh, Edelweiss. Okay, Edelweiss.
Yes.
Edelweiss. Okay, those are my kiddie song too.
And then I win. Like I actually win and be like the singer of the school. And then life has changed because a lot of people know me in school and know that I'm an activity girl who plays sports, play Thai instrumental, be a singer, and like to do stuff. Yeah, but I was having a hard time at school because I was the one who like got bullied and been through like bully stuff because of those like image of me like popularity, and I like to hang out with guys. Like they get me. I don't like to hang out with girls much because I'm not that like, I don't like gossip things and I don't like some of the girly stuff. I just want to do activities, you know, like go out, hang out. When people see you like girl came into a boy and like get close and try to like blah blah blah, so they judge you. They kind of like what do you call stereotyping that you are like that, you're that kind of girl that not, I'm not gonna say the word that it's not
ก็พูด
good.
ได้นะ
Really?
Try.
Like, okay, they call me like slut and bitch and stuff like that because
Okay.
I'm getting close to guys, you know, and sometimes I really am like flirty and stuff like that. But yes, I was a teenager and I don't know what's wrong with that. But yeah, it got kind of confused to me. Like I'm trying to find myself too in a way,
Okay.
and then I realized that okay, when I'm on like m.3, so a lot of people hate me. Like everybody ban me. So it's kind of hard for me. Like have to have lunch alone, like no friends at all to hang out with, like after school. So I figured it out that I need to do something. I need to change because after that, when it's summer, the school closed, I try to figure out myself more that okay, something's wrong. People don't like you, and like everybody don't like you. It's okay, but it's not okay too. So I'm trying to find something that's not good, that's my fault, that's my flawness and everything like that, and change. So from high school then I'm trying to be a better person, and I'm this type of person who don't like when people hate me. That's kind of like a loop to me, like back then and now for 3 or 4 years that I wrote a song and do all this stuff. Like I said in a crowdfunding website, it's a journey for me, and this is the same time I feel as if I'm in high school, because 3 or 4 years ago I've been through a lot, and I made a lot of mistakes. I lose a lot of people, friends, my loved ones, and a lot of relationship, good one, bad ones. And I learned that I'm not nice sometimes, and I can be a bitch sometimes, and I'm not a really, I didn't get accepted that much in the industry that I'm working because of my habits. And so it's the same time like go back to high school again to like take a break, take a deep breath, figure it out what is wrong with me, trying to find that, fixing the piece
Are you
together.
too hard on yourself? Why are you like taking everything to yourself?
Yeah, maybe I'm too hard on myself, but now but it's not like back then. Back then I care more than now. Now I was like, oh, this girl hates me? Okay, I don't care. Yeah, and stuff like that. But I'm still have this eager try to prove them wrong. Like, oh, she hates me? Okay, fine. I don't care, but you see that I'm good enough. Yeah. Stuff like
Okay, so there is a big conversation about judgment. There's a big conversation about how people look at you and for you to live your life. All right, and it's kind of like having a conversation about, I need somebody's approval
Yeah.
to live my life.
Yeah, that's always been like that. Like, it's hard. Like, when I get signed in a contract of like label, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to be an artist at all. So nobody like coach me about that, tell me before how to live an artist's life. So I'm doing what I want to do. But sometimes it's inappropriate, and sometimes it's not good. And then it's always like, okay, you gotta have like somebody. You gotta have like a friend, or I don't know, a group of people who's like have a power in industry, and I'm trying to please them all the time. Like, I'm trying to send them demos and songs that I wrote, and ask them like, how you feel about my song? Is it good enough? Is it great? And I try to like send to so many people, and those people are like people who have like power over like people in the industry. Like, if they say something about the song, or they share this song, people will like listen to it, people will go along with their thoughts. So I feel like I need to impress them. I need to like impress these people and be in their gang or in their community. But then I find out that I'm tired. I don't need to be like that. It's hard enough to like live a life, so why don't just be myself and like wrote a song and do whatever I want to, and proud of what I've been doing or what I've done or what I've wrote, and try to tell yourself that, try to like be that person who see your result and can tell it that it's good or bad. Like, make that decision on your own. But okay, sometimes I need like my team, my friends to like good people, but not like that anymore. Like, kind of like impress everyone try to like impress like a lot of people. You gotta like my song, you gotta have to like my song, and try to like make a song that go on a chart and stuff like that. I don't feel like that anymore because it's tired. Like I want to make a song because I want to make it. I want to make a song because it's me. I want to make a music, and it's always been proved. I haven't proved myself already that people actually appreciate my show and my song and me as an artist. Because like I got picked to play at the festival that a buyer, or what do you call, like somebody flew from Europe, like America, Canada, Asia, all around the world to pick you to play at their festival, that town or the city or the country, and I've always been on their list. But okay, I never make it because there's no funding enough. The government cuts the funding for me, and I cannot go with my full band, which I'm resist to go. I precisely want to go with my full band because they saw me like with my friends, my family. This is my band and my family. They always back me up. I'm a singer, songwriter, and solo artist, sure, but when I play, I got my backup, and I don't see them as a backup. I see them as a family. So when these people flew all the way all around the world and saw me with my family and they picked me, I want to go there with them. I don't want to be the star. I want everyone to like.
But how big is the band? How many members are there?
Including me is 6 people. Yeah.
6 people band.
Yeah, so I got picked by South by Southwest from USA. I got picked from Canada and We Heart Foundland. I got picked from Music Dish China to like put on a tour, but then bam, COVID happened. So it stops everything. Yeah.
Maybe, I always tell people that, COVID happens for a reason.
Yes.
COVID also kind of like get us to slow down.
Yes.
To look at things.
Yes.
And probably reassemble to become stronger to get out there.
Yeah.
So during this phase of COVID, you see, you get to do different things.
Yes.
ใช่ไหม ก็like to have your band to get out to the market. This is also a good time to kind of like do something and re-explore, set in a new strategy, redesign, look Pete.
Yes,
To the industry.
That's why I have this crowdfunding happens because of COVID too. Because I've been thinking about it for a long time, but I didn't have a guts. I don't know to do it, or I don't think I can do it, or I don't know how to do it, or maybe I'm too lazy to do it before the COVID. But then after that, I have time to figure it out. Okay, this is like too much time to think, but it's good to have a time.
So you knew crowdfunding before?
No, I've never been crowdfunding before.
And how did you get to know crowdfunding?
I know from my friends, and I know about Kickstarter thing that, okay, when you have this idea, you throw it on the internet, and then if the idea is good enough, people put the money out for you, and then the projects happen, the things happen that you want to happens, your ideas happen, and then it's called Kickstarter or something like that. Yeah, but I don't know the word crowdfunding that much, so I just figured it out before I've been doing this, and I just learned that not so many crowdfunding like
Platform?
music and platform and artists who like doing this.
In fact, when we are talking about crowdfunding for artists, entertainment industry, of late, we have actually several conversations with all the big boys and big players that they are looking into crowdfunding and exploring crowdfunding from various perspectives. Okay, and we actually feature and share about, look at this young artist who have no backup, and she is so adamant to get her voice out there and to enroll her fans and to explore the conversation on crowdfunding. And well, the big companies, most of them are public listed, they are reviewing how they can have a foot and how to support their artists in various ways. So the trend has changed. Globally, crowdfunding has evolved, and particularly in the artists in the entertainment industry, it has big hits in the America, in Europe. Asia is kind of like warming up, but particularly in Thailand, I have to say that there aren't that many,
Yes.
but you're one of the rare brave ones, the bold ones, you know, that make that first step in leveraging on crowdfunding to raise your funds and to also engage your fans. So on coming back, you know, while you go through so much challenges, what was your turning point?
My turning point?
Thai.
I think nobody has one turning point. I think life has so many turning points, like you always have to choose. And
Okay.
it's like walking on the road, and then, okay, it's a long way, but then, wow, there's 3 ways to go. Let's choose it. Okay, this way is wrong, then choose again. So there's so many turning points in my life, like so many, like, yeah, so many for me. I don't know how to say that or answer it correctly, but for me, it's so many turning points that makes me today. For me, turning point is where I made a mistakes.
ก็ดีนะ จริงๆ like I think when the people talk about turning point, when they go through a lot of roller coaster rides and what empowers them, what brings them back into conversation, what you know, how they actually overcome those difficulties, right? Which you had, all right. So, and I want to congratulate you for acknowledging yourself, and you know, the judgment call is something that's part of life.
Yes.
ใช่ไหมก็ you know, the world has multi-billions of people. You can't have everybody to like you.
Yes.
ก็จริงๆ embrace the imperfection
Yes.
and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, get on with, like, your songs tells a lot of stories. Is there something that you want to tell, you know, about some of your songs? I mean, particularly I like the song Judge.
Yes.
You know, I like the song Love Love. ก็จริงๆ you have a lot of good songs, and you know, do you want to talk a little bit about some of the songs, like what brings that motivation? Because all these you know, you wrote the song, ใช่ไหม
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so what was the aspiration when you're writing? Maybe you can mention 1 or 2 of the songs.
It's always a personal life, and sometimes someone else's. It's always like looking through the old times or looking through this situation and turn it into something good, or turn it to something sad, or make something sad sound good. Like Love is actually from when I used to have a boyfriend and I was fighting with him, and he asked me like, why you have to do so much? I don't like this. Why you have to do so much for me? And I was thinking about it while I'm showering, and it's like there's a word coming up, like he asking why, like ทำไม. So I was showering and I think about ทำไม and it has a note coming on my head like the start of the song ทำไม and I'm like oh that's a good one. Okay, let's write this song from like to answer his question is why I'm doing this because I love you this much, that's why I'm doing it. And judge, it's like when I've been through a lot of judgment things like from people who judge just because my past, because of what I did wrong or just a little part of me. So I want to write a song that sorry that I have to be honest to you, but you don't know me. That's what I want to say. And sometimes friends on your Facebook and stuff like that, it's not a real friend. Like I wrote a verse too, like see you on my friends list, but that's not what friends did to each other. You just want to know how you just want. Why I forgot my song? It's like people want to know all this like
you don't know me
juicy
and how do
stuff.
you judge me
juicy
ใช่ไหม
stuff about you on Facebook, but you really don't want to know about how they feel. How are they? Are they fine? Are they happy? Are they good? But people want to know each other's people's life, like who are you dating with now? Who are you like? What are you wearing? What are you doing? And stuff like that. Yeah, that's why I wrote judge and make it into a positive way on a chorus part to be like, come a little closer. Get to know me first, and then judge me later. But know me first. Yeah.
ก็ I chop the chorus. It's like a conversation that I always share that how many years do you have in this planet that you're not living your life, rather you're living somebody else's life. ใช่ไหมก็ you're still young แต่ว่า even when you are still young you want to be able to live quality life.
Yes.